All right, we are live. All right, well, everybody, welcome out to this week's Thursday night shift. I am not Jill McCarthy. I'm Callie Petticord. Smith is my last name. And welcome to this week's Thursday night shift. We're excited to have you guys. We are talking tonight. We are on a little bit of a time schedule tonight because we have a special treat. We are actually going to get to tune into Heather's live Facebook Live. So
it's a real one. It's not a fake one.
Right. It's a real one. This is like for a real team member. So we tonight really, I know the last couple of weeks we've talked about Facebook parties a lot, and we're continuing to do that this week because right now that is how we need to work our businesses, right? Like if you're wanting to move forward, if you're wanting to get in front of new people, you're wanting to get new contacts, all of those things, that is kind of where we need to be and what we need to be doing. So that's why we are putting a lot of focus on it. I even got a question today from Lynn. She was watching last week's recording. So we're going to touch on that, a couple other things that we are doing, and some budget-friendly ways to work, do Facebook parties and party packs in your business. So Heather, why don't you go ahead and start us off tonight with our question.
What was the question?
Your stats.
Oh, yeah, okay. Y'all, I don't know. Okay. So our question of the night is, because I had this up so y'all could see the things behind me as I'm talking. They don't know we're doing this. So our question of the night is going to be, since you started doing party packs, you can tell us when you started doing them. How has it impacted your business, right? So I will quickly start. I started beginning of April. Wait, I lost my paper. Someone else start.
Well, I'll go because mine are the least like motivational. Heather's are the most. So we probably should put her towards the last anyways. So I have never really been a huge partier. I've more collected orders, kind of shared my business on the go. And so I started doing parties in July is when I finally committed to that. I don't have all the full statistics that Heather had, but I will say that I've always been transparent and honest with my group that but our PRV monthly is between 500 and our high months are about 1,500, right? I'm not a big, huge seller, 4,000, 5,000, 2,000 PRV, but I will say already this month, we're at 2,000 PRV from doing parties this month. So I know that by doing that and getting the products in their hands that they have been ordering all the things that I've been sending. So I think for me, that's already a sign of success and more contacts and more bookings.
I think that's huge. Okay, I found my paper. Sorry, I'm very unorganized today. Well, every day. Okay, so since I started early April, I have flipped 8 people, hostesses, to join Scentsy. Thousands of dollars in PRV between myself and them, if I'm counting those parties, right? Because somebody got the PRV. If they joined, they got it. Otherwise, it would have come to me. Between me and all the new 8 people that have joined, we have over 25 bookings that have happened, compiled out of all of us. And then this one is really important because out of all of us, over 150 brand new contacts were made. This means I had never met the people before and they were never my customer. That's over 150 new people that are now doing business with me because of this.
That's awesome.
I'll next.
Oh, go ahead, Cookie.
I don't have quite the breakdown that Heather does, but I will tell you, because I happened to look at this out of curiosity. My last party that I just closed out first this week was, so she's a habitual partier with me. She's always doing basket parties that are about 200, 250. So I did it this way instead this time. And she had 29 people order. 5 of those people ordered at least twice. One of them ordered 3 times. We got 2 bookings from it. And her PRV base was $1,700. She got like $250, well, $230 in credit and 4 half-price items. Plus now she'll get 2 more half-price items for the bookings. So like and y'all, she's one of those people who sends me about $200 every few months without me even doing anything. So she was like, mind blown by the difference this system worked.
So her rewards were higher than her typical party that she had done for you prior.
She literally said, what am I going to get here?
Yeah, that's
like,
awesome.
Yeah.
So I haven't had as many parties as some of these ladies have, but I can tell you that the ones that I have had have been amazing, and they all result in additional bookings. I have 4 currently that I still have to build and get up and ready to go. My highest, I think I've shared before with you guys, is 1,300. Unfortunately, I haven't flipped anyone because a lot of them are previous consultants, so I can't flip them per se. But going forward with additional bookings, that is one of my goals. I actually like partying again. It's kind of easy and nice to be able to do it right from here and not go anywhere. So I'm loving it.
I can go next. So I'm just going to share my very first online party that I did with the party packs that Heather shared with us. So I was a home party girl. Those of you who know me know that I built my business doing home parties. And my biggest home party that I ever did, I've been a consultant for 12 years now, was about 1,300, just like Jody just said. So it was 1,300. And so when COVID hit, I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Like, I can't go into people's houses. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to do my very first online party. And so I did the party packs, and it was a little scary, but I had a 1,900 PRV party. I had 2 people join from that party, and I had 6 bookings, and they have all already done their parties. So that was a pretty good first experience. And since then, with my parties that I've done since April, I think that was April, right? Or March, my lowest party that I've done so far was 600 PRV. So pretty amazing. And I think that the party packs for me was the biggest piece to it.
Amen. So the reason that we share this stuff with you is obviously not to brag about what our parties did or didn't do or any of that, right? But to show you why what we're talking about has a benefit and an impact on your business, right? And why it's important to kind of do these types of things. So was this the point we were just going to dive right into what?
Yeah, I want to ask really quick while Callie's getting set up to show her and walk into party packs. In the chat, using the chat feature, really quick, just tell me what Scentsy products that you currently have at your house, whether it's your own personal use, maybe it's a little side inventory that you got from Host Rewards. Just name some products that you've got in the chat. All right, Callie, take it away.
So we wanted to talk a little bit about okay, like I already saw in the chat, what are party packs, right? Like, what do you include? How do you do this? How is it cost effective? All of those things. So first thing we always want to reiterate is
Jennifer. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead.
Oh, God. Okay. So one of the things that we always want to reiterate is that all of us that are on this training tonight, that are leading this training anyways, we have been in business for a long period of time. I think all of us have celebrated our 10 years, right? Or plus way more. I think Jamie, you just did 15. So we have built an inventory. We have built, things to use to make our packets and all of that. And so don't think that you have to go out and do everything that we do, because our budgets look a lot different than maybe some of yours do, right? And if you have the budget and you want to go all out, then that's up to you. But we want to make it so that there's multiple different ways, and no matter what we share on any of our trainings, that you do what you can do within your budget and think outside of the box so that you can make it work for you. Yes, earlier this week we were on with the directors. We do a Work It Wednesday for those of you that are director and above. And one of the gals had mentioned, I can't do this in Canada. I can't do what you're doing. To mail something like that would cost me over $15 to mail it. And we're like, yeah, you've got it. That's something you have to keep in mind. Like, what is in your budget? So we sat down and I was like, okay, can you make them smaller so that they're flat? Do these things so they're more cost effective in that aspect. Can you have a porch pickup day and you kind of schedule your parties all within a similar time frame, and you have, your hostess basket sitting on the front porch, and this is Jackie's party, this is so-and-so's and so-and-so's, right? And they can come by and they can pick them up. Is it that you fit them into your delivery day if they're local, or if they're a town over and that's where you go to Costco, right? Then on that day you use the Road Warrior app, and that will help you plan your trips to make sure that you're not overlapping and things like that. You can put in addresses to make sure that you're on, that all leads you around the town without making you go this way and then back that way and not knowing where you're going, right? So do you use those things and you drop them off? Do you take them all to your host or ship them all to your host and her friends and family come by her house, right? So using those types of things to think outside the box and make it work for you and your situation. So Heather, party packs are really your baby. Why don't you go ahead and kind of start, or did you bring any things out with you, or?
Yeah, I've got a few I can show you. So mine are over the top typically because they are some that I can hand deliver. If I decide to mail them, they're anywhere from $3.50 up to $5.05 per package. So keep that in mind that the area that I am in, they've got money to spend, right? So I know my clientele, right? Figure out who you're selling to. You got to know your audience, right? with anything. So I know I'm going to be very strategic, and I don't want to put everything in one, because if there's bookings, you want to be able to have other stuff to share later. So I picked these bags up at Amazon. Save the clear Ziploc bags that are coming in your shipments, right? We all seen the room sprays in those Ziploc bags. Save those, use those. It doesn't have to be cute and fancy. So inside mine, I have a catalog. I do put a Post-it note to draw their attention to the bundle and save, because who doesn't like to save money? I've already scored a brownie point right there by pointing them where they can save. I went ahead and designed and put these on postcards instead of using the flyers, because long run, it's going to save me money. So here's laundry, body. No, not laundry. Here's laundry, clean. You know what I'm saying? And then I ended up doing the Earn a Kit and Join Scentsy on a 2-sided postcard, because it's cheaper than me buying the stuff from the stores. So I'm just trying to keep my costs down long term. Inside, I just did a counter clean sample. I purchased the little plastic things on Amazon. The label is from the Scentsy Group samples page. Dollar Tree, I went to sponges, cut them in half, put a little dish soap on there. I did print off this because I do like people to see the difference that the counter clean makes. So I do have a before and after little printout on my 4 to a page. Oops, it's so clean it falls out of my hand. Oh, okay, so they're printed 4 to a page. And then this one I did a washer with sample. So that's it. That's all in my party pack. And I'll usually put a sticker with the hostess's face and all that extra crap, but you don't have to do that.
So Jamie, are you cutting? Okay, so
and wax. Yeah, sorry, but it's not in this one yet.
Yeah. So there's also wax, right? Like we want to give samples of the different fragrances.
Yes.
So Jamie was actually like, oh, I'm going to be working on those tonight. I can share that. So why don't you show us what you're doing, JP?
So y'all have heard Heather talk about taking the bar of wax. I literally already finished cutting this one and just cutting it's just, I have a tray, the paring knife, and literally just a super thin, and some of them, they get shorted. I put some crumbles in there, but we're just trying to give them a taste, or a sniff, excuse me, of what this scent is. And then I'm just putting them in their baggies. I've not labeled them yet. I just wanted to tag on to a couple things that Heather said. When I did my very first party, and it kind of came like this style, I was not super prepped. So I was like, what do I have on hand? I didn't have all my catalogs. I did product sheets. I did whatever samples I had on hand of wax. So I wasn't super strict about each category or anything. And I even had some discontinued ones that I even labeled, hey, these are discontinued, but I still thought you might like to check them out. And I did that because I knew I'd have some local people in case I did have some of those scents on hand that I could get to them, but I was specific that they were discontinued. I was not quite as organized as Heather, but I just went with what I had, and it did not slow the party down one bit. Like, they weren't like, oh, this is kind of crappy. What did you send? They were thrilled with what they did get. And so that would be I also didn't have cotton cleanup, so I did cotton balls and put a little label on there of how they can use that hack to soak up the wax. So I just went literally with what I had on hand, and it was still a huge success. So
somebody says that there's are little chunks and crumbles. It doesn't matter. Mine are too. So I pre-cut mine. Yeah. See, look.
See those little crumbles that I have there? Those will go in bags.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put a couple in there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'll put several in there.
I will tell you, don't label, because I just keep them in this bag and I cut the lid so I know what scent it is. Because over time, you'll notice on some of them it gets yucky, the labels. Look at Callie's. See? So I never label stuff in advance. I only label it right before I get on. And you don't want to have your scents laying in the same bed, because they start smelling like each other. So I
have these little cartons.
Yep, exactly.
And then I just put the empty clamshell with it, so I know what scent it is.
Yeah.
Can I jump in?
And I store mine. So I have these polys, and I can, well, when Heather does her live, I'll start dropping a bunch of links in the chat for you guys. But I store mine here because these ones actually are smell proof. And then I have all my different scents together. And then inside one of them, it's all around the campfire. Now I did label mine in advance, and I even put a little note on mine that says, before you open these, they're going to look a little bit janky. And I apologize because I'm just admitting my fault there, and I prepare way in advance like that. I will say one of my last parties, my hostess was a good friend of mine, and I said, okay, how did your samples arrive? And she did say the ones that did not have a felt in them arrived super like messy, but the ones that I did put a piece of felt in arrived perfect. So in the summer months, that's something you can consider when it is so hot. And Heather just put the felt circles are on Amazon, and that's definitely what we've used. We just put the little felt circles in there. I don't make felt samples. I literally leave the wax and then put the felt in the bag, and then as it melts, it absorbs into that felt.
And I'll tell you, I didn't put felt in any of mine, and no one complained. They were still able to sniff. As a matter of fact, I'm doing another party where she was a customer on the other one, and she said, like, it helped me decide which scent. So I'm just letting you know, and thankfully it's cooling off.
So to kind of piggyback, of course, on everyone else said, I am currently making probably about 120 packs up just to be prepared. But I wanted to show you that, like what they said with the samples and stuff, get your kids to cut these. That's what I did today. I paid my son to sliver all these up and put them in there. I want to say you can probably get about, depending on your sliver sizes, I get about 16 slices per cube. So whatever that is, I'm getting probably about 100. And then with these ones, I did it a little bit different. I wanted to save a little bit on these bags because these Mylar bags are great and everything, but they can be a little costly. So use, again, what you can afford. So in this little tiny one, I have a face pad with a dab of the dish soap on it. And we did test this yesterday to make sure that this was a good sample. It's amazing. So when it gets wet, it expands, and I was able to wash dishes. It was a beautiful amount of soap and sample. I have 10 wax samples in here and a body sample in this little tiny bag. Of course, it will go into a bigger bag so that the documentation and this one has a Scentsy soap sample will come in here. And I will mail it in this. I will just make sure that I seal it like that. So I'm not, costing more by using another poly mailer or something along those lines. I will mail it just like this. And I don't use felt or anything like that. But again, we really want to emphasize that you need to do what you can afford. We do believe that there is value in the packs. So if you can only do a few slivers of wax and do a stamp with, like a business size envelope, these wax samples, like Jamie showed you, they're so thin that if you lined them up in an envelope, like that, boop, 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 you could mail it simply with a stamp, and they're still going to get probably 5 or 6 samples with a stamp because it's that thin. So
we actually put together a cost-effective one today while you were napping. Just kidding.
I didn't nap.
I don't know where I'm just joking. So, but yes, so using
I was making samples in the kitchen.
Yep, exactly what Jody was saying. So these are those little pads. We used one, we soaked it all up, and it was like super foamy, super fun. My assistant was here today, and she was like, oh my gosh, that is so fun. I would be so excited to get that in the mail.
It is fun.
It is. They were so fun, and they grow, and they're so fun. So we will drop the link for these. Are like 50 of them for like $8. So imagine this. This is not designed, but I want to show you kind of what Jody was just saying and show you what we were talking about today. So imagine this is just one sheet of paper, right? So you can get Canva, go into the brochure setting on Canva. Canva is free. Go into Canva and create a brochure, okay? So what you would do is you could make it so that this front part, this is a super cost-effective one. So this front part is your host information. So as Heather showed, and mine is a janky mess over here, we put these little graphics on the front of our packets. So this could be your host information that you edit and customize for each host. You put the party link, the live information, all of that. Then you flip it up and you could do a join, host, and buy. Okay, join, host, and buy. So you talk about joining, what that would look like, hosting, what that would look like, and then buy. So then you could take the samples just like Jody was saying, and you could easily fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across the bottom here. It could be your 6 picks. It could be something from each catalog. So then literally you're not going out and having to buy all the bars, all the new releases, worrying about testers. It's literally 6 fragrances, a 6-pack of wax that you got half price, and you just made a whole bunch of those little samples and you just stapled them across, right? Then you include the little dish soap sample like Jody did. Now, whenever I do these, we do have to include the what is it called? You guys help me out here. The information, like the ingredients and all of that.
Ingredients and FAQ kind of info.
Yeah, you can get all of those in the All About the Samples Facebook page. They make really great labels. And if I don't stick them on here physically, I just put them in the packet with them, right? Like I don't always attach them to the item. So then you do this, you put that in there. Here is another cost-effective way, and this is from Carol Bishop Houck. These little scrubbies, here's the package, are at the dollar store, okay? They're Brillo Basics, and they come 9 to a pack. I cut these in thirds, and I put them just in a little poly sealer, and I had laid them out on a cookie sheet from the Dollar Tree and sprayed them with Counter Clean. So I sprayed them with Counter Clean, stuck them in the little poly bag, and put the little sticker on there that is from that All About the Consultants Facebook page. So now you've got your samples in there, you've got this, and if you had them or you wanted to, you could include a body sample from the consultant store, right? You get the body samples, we're not supposed to make those, put them all in like that, and drop it into an envelope with probably, I would think that this would probably still need a 70-cent stamp, and depending on how big your samples are, I would just give them a quick weigh, and if it's over an ounce, then it could be $1, but that's a lot cheaper than a $3 to $5 full parcel mailer that you would send any other way. So that is a really cost-effective way for you to do that. And another thing is, if all those cards and things that Heather had mentioned that she puts in there, and again, I have mine that I put a lot of paper in, you can go to Avery.com. Jen just told me, I didn't know you could do it through Avery, but you can go and create a QR code, and you can download that QR code, and you can have it linked to anything. So if you create a Google Drive, if you create a Dropbox, any of those things, then you are able to go ahead and put that QR code right there and say, scan me for more information, scan me for a digital catalog, scan me for this. So you can just link it directly to your personal website. You don't have to include a catalog. You don't have to include a showcase brochure. And right now, since we can't get even product sheets, you don't have to worry about that because you can link it directly to a catalog without the additional weight or that additional cost, or really any tool that you want to link, you can do that way.
Jen, you
All
want
right. Sure, yes. So I do similar, but I do a little bag. I put my samples in this bag. I have 3 samples of wax and Counter Clean, Scentsy Fresh, whatever I feel like adding. I flip it over. I've printed off some little stickers that say, I call them, my sample pack actually. So I put the little sticker on. So for paper, what I wanted to share. So I love when I have old postcards like this, for example, I always handwrite a note in every single sample pack. I use their name. I remind them of the time of the game. Because we actually play bingo at the end of mine. I remind them of what time bingo is. And so, for example, these are just old fragrance flower postcards, and I just write on the back. And it's kind of neat because it explains what the fragrance flower is. I do a I know this is the old one, but I do a showcase brochure, and I print off the bundle and saves, and that goes inside. Now, something that I started doing that I absolutely love is I print off. This is a personal special. This is showing product. So you can't put this on Facebook, but I can mail this to them. I print off some warmers that I have at home in stock. Most of these are discontinued because I didn't get to do all my shows this year. So, and plus we all sometimes have some old warmers laying around. I discount them, and then I will take that money and I will buy something with the same value, the same price in the hostess's a party, and I'll get myself some more wax to make samples, or I'll get some scent circles or whatever it is that I need, things to make samples. So it really works great. I get rid of old inventory and I get to buy all the new things. I remember for me and for all of us, one of the biggest things that I look at is I need to flip this hostess, and I need anybody who gets one of these sample packs to want to be on my team, to want to sell Scentsy. So I have this fun little card that just shows some of the fun trips I've been on with Scentsy and the top 10 reasons why they should join. You just come up with top 10 reasons, throw some pictures on. If you haven't been on a trip yet, put a picture of Disney World and say, I'm working to earn a trip for my family to go to Disney World. So I always add the scent of the month and the flyer. And then something I started doing is I just put one of these little cotton cleanups, and it says cotton cleanup pads. I just say that how much they cost, $6 for 25 of them. And I've had probably over 70% of my people have added a bag of these to their order. So it was just a little add-on to what they were originally going to order. And of course, whatever you have for join information. So a host join brochure is a must. And I always write in my note, I would love to do a party for you too. And I would love to train you to become a consultant. So in a nutshell, that's what I do. And yes, a Google form. I just saw Heather write that. So I send out the Google form, and something I learned from Christina Stainbrook's YouTube channel this week was that I absolutely loved. I always write, would you like information on becoming a consultant? They don't realize they're going to get it anyway. And would you be interested in booking a party? Yes, no, maybe. Well, Christina Stainbrook said, give them a 0 to 10. Let them choose a number. If they choose 0, then you know that they have 0 interest. But if they choose 1, 2, or 3, you know that, well, it wasn't a no. They just aren't that interested, but you know that it wasn't a no. So that's always good. And I don't think many people will just circle 0. So that's that. How are we on time?
4 minutes, Heather.
Jody, I realized I cut you off. I apologize. So if you had more to add there, please do. I didn't know if you did.
Wait, what? That was so long ago. I don't even know what I was talking about.
I was going to say something else really quick. I might have already said it. I can't remember, but talking about all the different papers, and we know that things are behind from the Success Store. I am one of those people who are still waiting on all my product sheets and several of my stickers. And I didn't even remember to order the harvest flyer. So I made another one so that I can have it on one sheet and still get the information to them. Does not have near the amount of detail, but at least gives them the image and the price. And then you can print the product sheets straight from the workstation. So I'm improvising the best way I can because I need my packages to be as lightweight as possible as well. And so don't think, excuse me, that you can't still send something where you can. There's so many tools that you can still print off and use.
Well, and just to piggyback on that, before we did this call, I went live in my group page, you know, because testers and stickers and stuff like that are still on back order, but we have workarounds. If you don't have product sheets or catalogs, include the digital link. Use your hostess party link and click on your digital link, and it'll take them to the digital catalog through that hostess's party. So you can include that in your print information. If you don't have testers, that's fine. Because you can get PRV when you buy bars of wax, and you can get like 100 to 120 testers this way. And like Jamie said, as far as brochures and things like that, you can create your own using WordSwag or Canva and just print them on 4 to a sheet and stick them in there. There are so many ways that we are going to learn to overcome some of the situations that we find ourselves in. There's always a way. We just sometimes have to think outside the box. So Heather, are you about ready for your live, babe, or are you getting set up?
Yeah, so I was going to tell you really quick. I'm just waiting for the final couple of posts. If you have any questions during the live, I'm not going to be able to see them, so ask them in the chat. The ladies will answer them as it's happening, and then if we need to stay on a few minutes after just to address something live. So we'll go over a little bit tonight, but we don't want to leave you all hanging. We want to make sure y'all fully understand this concept so you can start implementing it. And then one more thing I wanted to share is we could start a little wax sliver exchange, right? Pick 6 bars, buy them, we'll mail them to each other, swap, and then you've got a variety of people that you need by mail, right? There's no reason you have to buy all of them. So just keep that in mind, that there are options out there, right? Where there's a will, there is a way, and we will find it.
Is anybody else super excited to see this like live party that Heather's doing? I am.
It's a real one.
It's a real one, and I'm
mute us. So that
I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna turn the volume down. I won't. Okay. I'm not gonna mute me, but y'all are gonna.
Well, we'll make sure that we don't talk. Well, I mean,
no, I'll have my volume down. So
you'll have that. Yeah.
I get excited sometimes, Heather. I'm sorry.
Well, if y'all are anything like me, I can hear all about it, but I'm visual. So getting to see how even if I don't present it the exact same way as the person I watch, I just need a visual idea of what it kind of looks like. So that's what we're hoping this does for you, is be able to just kind of get an idea of what you can implement in your Facebook parties. Doesn't have to look just like it. You can do whatever you want, but it gives you an idea of where to start.
And, you know, being prepared for these, like I have 4 that I told you I have to set up. I want to be as prepared as I can be before I even set those up. So as soon as that form is filled out, these can go right in the mail. So
hey, everybody, I'm going to give y'all a couple of minutes to get on here. I'm so excited for Kelly's party tonight. I know y'all have been waiting. Hopefully you got to use everything in your fun sample pack that I sent you. So give me a little shout out here. Let me know who's here. I'm going to turn my chat feature on. Actually, I'm going to pull it up on this one so I can see everybody. Hey, Kelly, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so excited for you. This is technically your Scentsy launch party of your business. I'm so excited. Hey, Karen, thanks for joining us. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, Kelly, your picture is so cute. Oh my God, you're so photogenic. I love it. Hey, Nikki. Oh my gosh, and your sweet little baby. Oh, so cute. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm so excited. Hey, girl. Okay. All right, well, let's get started. I'm not going to keep y'all 30 minutes tops, and hopefully I can get through everything. I do like to talk a lot, so it's hard to fit all of our products in 30 minutes, but I'm going to try. So I'm watching the chat. If there's a specific product maybe you've seen in the catalog that you want me to spend a little extra time on, just shoot it in the chat. That way I know to spend a little extra love and time on that product to maybe go in a little bit more detail and explain some things. So I am Heather Gorsuch, you guys. I'm a Scentsy lover, first of all. I am obsessed with our products. I'm obsessed with our company. I've been a Scentsy consultant almost 12 years now. This is my full-time job. I get to work in pajama pants right now as I'm doing a live in my office to spend time 30 minutes with you guys. And I'm so excited for Kelly to start her Scentsy business with us too as well. I know she's really excited to get going. So if any of y'all want to help her get her party launched, I know in the Google form that I sent, a lot of you were like, how can I help Kelly get that extra half price off item, right? You're gonna help your host, right? Well, you see these numbers behind my head. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At any time during my live, claim your number in the chat immediately. As soon as you're claiming your number, Kelly's gonna get an extra half price off item. In fact, Christian, you're getting a half price off item because Kelly booked off yours. So congratulations to you, Christian. So claim your number. Kelly will actually do the live party with you and my help. I'm not gonna throw her to the wolves and leave her by herself. I will be helping her as well. But that will really, really help her get her business launched. It's really the bookings that help us the most because it gets us in front of more people. So thank you for grabbing a number. Anytime you claim it and I'll grab it, I'll write your name on it and we'll be sure to give you a little something in this envelope when you claim your number as well. This will be my gift to Kelly to get her business launched as well as her sponsor since she decided to join our Scentsy family. All right, well, let's get started. Let's start with something you probably aren't that familiar with. Most people start with warmers and wax because we are the creators of that, right? So I'm gonna start with a little something different, and it's actually become one of my favorite products and my son's favorite products. These are our 2 different diffusers, 2 totally different price points, but they both are very, very popular hostess items when you book your own party. So this one here is the higher end, our Nordstrom version, right? It's all glass. I don't know if you can see how beautiful this is. It's like little glass beads. It shimmers. And let me show you, all of our diffusers work the same. You just fill the water reservoir up to the fill line, customize and add however many drops you want with your oil. And then this one's really fancy. I'm going to show you how it works. So you put your water, put your drops. There's 3 different mist options on this one. You've got low, you've got high, and you've got intermittent, right? So with the light features, this is the fancy one. If you push it one time, it's just the plain white light in high. Then you have it in low. And then you have the romantic candle flicker. Mine's never on that. It's usually rotating the colors because if you turn it off, and if you'll hold the light button down with your finger until the first color shows up, it'll actually rotate through a whole bunch of different colors. Or you can just keep pushing it and locking it on a particular color. You want to match your decor or your holiday decor. Are y'all getting ready for Christmas? I am. So you can lock it on a particular color or just let it match any color decorations you've got up or your living room decor, whatever your fancy is. But I will tell you, these shades are interchangeable, but this bad boy right here is my favorite. And I don't know why. Yes, this one looks a lot prettier and fancier, but the functionality of this other deluxe diffuser is incredible. So I was blown away by the features of this. The water reservoir is huge. It gives you over 30 hours of fragrance, which is ridiculous amounts of mist time from a diffuser. All of our diffusers do have the limited lifetime warranty as well, which is usually unheard of. It does have light features as well and 2 different mist options. And our host can actually get this half off when you host a party using a half price item, and this uses 2 half price items. So my host typically will end up getting a diffuser at that price by just hosting or gathering their friends and saying, yeah, they need bars and bulbs, I'll go and do an online party. So those are our diffusers. Another very popular item that is kind of the latest craze that y'all probably haven't seen in a while is, well, I'll start with this one because it's my favorite and it's new, that's why. I don't know about y'all, but the older I get, the clumsier I get. I tripped over something and broke my toenail walking down the hallway the other day. So, and then I immediately thought, oh my gosh, thank goodness Scentsy made a light on these because now I can see in the middle of the night without turning lights on. So here's the one that they had created that was such a hit. So these are our wall fan diffusers. It's a great wax-free option. I don't know about y'all, but before, any old school Scentsy lovers that have the plugins, I don't know how many of y'all remember these, right? I still love them, I'm not gonna lie. You had them plugged in. How many times did you hit it, or the dog's tail hit it, or the kids hit it, and the wax spilt all over the floor, and you're taking your Pampered Chef scraper and you're scraping it up off the floor to get the wax up, right? Or if it's carpet, you're putting down your brown paper sack and ironing that sack to get the wax out of the carpet? Yeah. So yeah, I've been there, done that numerous times. So I have to tell you, when they created this bad boy, I was very excited because no more spills, no more wax anywhere. All it does is plug straight into the outlet. It still has our same feature like all of our other mini warmers, where you push the button and can rotate so it fits any outlet that we have, whether it's horizontal or upside down, we've got you covered. But this particular fan diffuser actually uses our pods. And when you purchase a pack for 10 bucks, or you can buy 5 and get 1 free, just like our bars, you can get them in a variety of fragrances only for 10 bucks. Your choice. Now yeah, even though it's not as swanky as the other one, that's right, it's not, right? But it's practical. And it's okay to be practical at times and spoil yourself at others. But you can actually customize your fragrance on these, just like our diffusers. 1 pod for a little bit less strength, or you can go 2 pods and have it knocking you in the face, walking in the front door, how I like it. So you should see me before, when company shows up and I don't know they're coming, I'm either changing pods or running like a mad woman with the room spray, spraying up and down the hallways, running down, and they think I actually clean my house. Like it is instant fragrance that lasts forever. And I think they're $6 a piece, no, $8 a piece. Don't get me wrong, hey, I can't keep my prices straight, but they are buy 5, get 1 free and great stocking stuffers. All right, so now the new one of this works the exact same way as this, but a little light shines at the bottom and beams the light on the floor so you can see and you don't fall down in the middle of the night and bust your toenail like I did. $25, $30, and then the pods are 10, or you can buy 5, get 1 free as well. Now, something else that you can use the diffuser in, and this is probably the coolest thing ever, but since, well, some of y'all aren't in Texas, but you are, but I saw Arizona and California on the little sample packs as well. So your states are hot as well, Arizona, so you probably can't leave it in the car. So just know that if you do have this and use it in your vehicle like I do, don't leave it in there because it can mess up the little motor and the little fan. But you just place the little pod in top, and plug it into your USB, whether that's your laptop or a printer or in your car. It is instant fragrance, 15 bucks, and it comes in blush, mint, or gray, your choice. One last product that also uses the pods, and a lot of people love these for their offices, basic campers, basically anywhere you need a little bit of fragrance and you can't plug something in. So dorm rooms, even some offices, teachers' classrooms, which we're not in right now. Well, I take that back. My friend out in Alvin ISD is back. Yes, she's back there. My husband's teaching from our front room in the bedroom. But again, you can do 1 or 2 pods. It's a fan that pushes out the fragrance out the top. These are cordless, portable, and rechargeable. Yours won't come with this pretty wrap. This was in our clearance section on my website, and I snagged it. But these have a light feature and then the different modes and settings. And you can recharge it. It comes with the cord. This one's $50, and you can choose whether you want the rose gold band or the silver. And oh my gosh, everyone's at the bar. Okay, every time I say the word Scentsy, you have to do a shot. Okay, I'm gonna say Scentsy so many times, y'all are gonna have to get a designated driver to take y'all home. That is hilarious. How fun. Okay, choose between rose gold or silver, or there's a version less expensive. I think it's $35. Don't quote me on prices. I make them up sometimes. That doesn't light up, but it's still the same function. It still works. All right. All right. I told you the room spray. This little guy. Oh, good. We're doing great on time. 18 minutes. So these are my new little favorite things, and I'm obsessed with flowers. I secretly think I am Lisa Vanderpump, but without all of her money, because if I could have fresh flowers in my house every single day, you guys, I would. Like, I just love it so much. So this is my next best thing, because sometimes I feel like I can't spend that much money on flowers because they just die. Well, I think Scentsy heard me and knows my heart about flowers, and so they created these. They're made of solo wood, handmade, crafted. There's 8 different fragrances. It comes filled with the Scentsy fragrance, so you'll just unscrew the top, take the little paper off the wick, and place your little fragrance flower inside the little vase. It will absorb fairly quickly to fill the petals. I don't know if you can tell on this one. It's got the oil still on the bottom. But it'll fill the fragrance in the petals, and then over time, it'll keep filling to where it's empty. You won't see any more. And then it lasts up to 60 days. So you're $16 for over 60 days of fragrance, or right at 60. I can still smell. There's one I had in Luna when it first came out, and I still can smell it. Oh, this was the pineapple one for the summer. See, I'm telling you, I can still smell it on here. And you can get creative and color them with Sharpies if you need an art project for the kids at home. But yes, it is, oh, Scentsy, I saw the word bar. Let's do a shot again, or a glass of vino, whatever. All right, so those are our fragrance flowers. All right, let's move on to another product that y'all probably didn't even know we had. I'll hit the wax and warmers last because I'm sure y'all are very familiar with that. So I'm obsessed with this. Oh, hey, Connie, yes. Oh, Connie, you just send me a message and I will drop some samples off to you since you did not get to smell them and do the pack, and I'll make sure you get one. Not a problem, just send me your address, Connie. So this is our Scentsy Soak. It is a 2-pound bag of our bath salts. It's got Himalayan salt and Epsom salt. So it's really great for your muscles, relaxation, and it smells divine. Even after you get out of the bathtub, I can still smell my bathroom. I'm like, oh, did I change the wax? No, it's from my tub. So very popular. These are great teacher gifts as well. For a 2-pound bag for 12 bucks. You can wash your body in the same great fragrance. Body mist as well. We've got our fantastic body cream. This is really thick, so if you have dry, cracked skins, oh, I can totally mail more to you. Yes, Connie, you just tell me what kind of fragrances you love, and I will put something else together so you smell more, for sure. Yep, I have no problem doing that, Connie. So I have your address and all that then. Yeah. No problem. I'll take care of you. If you have dry, cracked skin, this is really great and long lasting. And then our hand cream is, we have body lotion as well. That's not as thick, but comes in this size bottle. And this is our hand soap. These are great. Oh, you're welcome. No problem. These are great for every bathroom or even little teacher gifts when they all start going back to school. I am going to tell you my little trick though, because it took me forever to figure this out. And I don't want someone else doing the same mistake that I did. There is a little U-clip here around this. So when you do open it and you're trying to pump it and it's not coming out, take the little clip off, just FYI. Yeah, I felt like a moron after I did that, but now I feel so smart and I can share all my great wealth of knowledge with you about my soap clip. All right, and last but not least, hand cream. So using hand sanitizer absolutely does get your hands so dry. So keep this in your purse or in your bag. You've got our great scented hand cream. And moving on over. So while we're clean, we got to keep our puppies clean. If any of you have any fur babies, we do have 100% vegan pet line that is highly concentrated shampoo. You need very little. A little bit goes a very long way with this shampoo. My favorite is the honey and chamomile. It is very clean. It all is made with the colloidal oatmeal, so it does soothe the skin for your animal. We do have the dog deodorizing spray as well. So you're in between when you're like, I am not giving him a bath yet, and you just need to freshen them up. I've got you covered. And then if you do have a long-haired dog, or long hair for women even, it even works on human hair, not gonna lie. It looks like I had a rat's nest one morning and I totally sprayed it on my hair and it worked. Yeah, so safe for human hair. Dog detangling spray or heather detangling spray. All right. Oh, good. We are doing so good on time. I'm going to get all this done, I promise. All right. Let's talk about warmers really quick. I have to open this one up because I just got it in today and I took it out of the box and I'm like, I have to show this up close to you guys. And don't give me, I have to look up the name because I don't even remember. Look how gorgeous this is. If any of you are wanting that just extra little bit of bling or some glam in any space, I love even pairing my warmers with 2 or 3 in one area. So in my kitchen, I do have the salt lamp paired with another warmer off to the side with a lamp. So it's almost like a little grouping of decor. So keep that in mind too, as you're trying to pick your warmers out for your space. You can absolutely group them in different little settings to have decor pieces in your rooms. These size warmers here are going to be great for your living rooms, your bedrooms, kitchens. Keep that in mind whenever you're picking, because you don't want to get a little mini warmer for a living room, right? So these only use a 15-watt light bulb. So the scent throw is not going to be as great. 1 cube capacity in this one. Whereas our other warmers on the dish, I don't know if you can see on there, the number 4 in the center right there. These warmers will tell you how many cubes you can fit inside the dish for maximum scent capacity, right? Isn't it gorgeous? I know. I don't know why I waited so long to get this one. It's so pretty. So keep that in mind when you're picking all your beautiful warmers out. I have to be honest with y'all, I went through and upgraded mine. I had so many warmers from like 6-8 years ago, and it was time to upgrade. I mean, they worked fine. That's the nice thing about Scentsy, is that it is a lifetime warranty. So if for any reason it stops working, even 15 years from now, you call Kelly and you say, hey, mine stopped working. If we still carry it, they'll send you a new one, even pay for postage. If we don't, they'll say, oh, you paid $50 for that warmer? Pick out a $50 warmer in our current catalog and we'll take care of it. That's how good our customer service is. And our products. Karen, these are great for bathroom or laundry room. Yep. Okay, my new favorite. Well, hopefully you can see this little guy. Oh, do I have him trapped? Probably. So I love this. I don't know if y'all are like me, but at night, I don't want any light shining in my eyes whatsoever. I have to have it pitch black to sleep. So I have discovered that these element warmers are my friend. There's no light bulb. You don't have to worry about replacing bulbs, and there's no light that shines. Connie, I'm gonna tell you the name of it because I told y'all. I just love all this stuff. I don't really know everything. Am I even in the right catalog? Yes. Okay, the last warmer, of course it is. Connie, it's called Crushed Diamond. A girl's best friend. We should have known that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's beautiful. So these, y'all, don't require a light bulb at all, and you can put them in any space. When the light is on, it will indicate that it's on. But no bulbs ever. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's a good idea to go ahead and add, figure out what bulbs your warmer takes. So when we're doing your checkout, add extra bulbs on. So when it does burn out, you have a backup plan and you're not going without fragrance. My favorite back here is the Himalayan salt. You can kind of see him peeking in the back right there. The cotton cleanups are my new favorite. So I can take this to about 3 different warmers and soak up the wax. Because when you have your wax, they are made in Idaho, but you're going to pop your cubes out, place it in the top of your warmer. And then when you can't smell the fragrance anymore, you're going to change out your wax. Simply drop the cotton cleanup in the top. Go around, collect all your wax. If you're a camper, save these. It could be a fire starter for you later on down the road. But typically, I change my wax about every 2 to 3 days, depending on the scent. But I also love my fragrance to be really strong in the house. And one of my newest favorite scents is Autumn Road Trip. I'm trying not to do fall scents yet, but I'm not going to lie. I totally warmed apple butter frosting yesterday. I'm trying not to get in the fall mood, but it's very quickly happening, and I can't stop it. Like, these are so good, and I'm ready for the fall. Ready for a season change. So that one smells really good, and the blood orange spice smells really good. So the cotton cleanups, a bag of 25 for, I think, $6. All right, really quick. I just have a couple of more things to tell you about when it's over. Our party's almost over. I'm gonna miss you guys already. Oh, Karen, my favorite, okay, I love the Clean and Fresh. By the Sea is my all-time love. Cozy Cardigan and the body stuff I'm obsessed with. I love coconut lemongrass, but towards the spring, it's a strong clean smell. It's my, I cleaned, but I didn't really clean smell. I also love Very Snowy Spruce at Christmas time. The Autumn Road Trip, I'm Snow Over It, is so good. Oh, you know what, Kelly, I do for my wax holder is spray counter clean in it, right here. It's that one I told y'all was my such favorite bottle of everything. I spray this in there and just wipe it out with a magic eraser sheet, but I haven't tried it yet. My friend told me it's worked so good. If you'll buy a bar of black raspberry vanilla and warm that bar, that cube, it actually will clean your dish out. Listen, I don't know if it works, but I've seen people say that it does. So I'll try it first and tell you. That might be our magic bar. But our counter clean is so awesome. It works on stainless steel. It gets stains out of my carpet, even though I can't tell you that because it's not meant to do that. It got blue food coloring out of my carpet. Yeah. My rusty bucket found my food coloring in my pantry, thought it was a toy, went and chewed on it, and literally got blue food coloring on all the white parts of my rug. I sprayed this on here. It got it out of my rug. It's gotten my shoes clean, my grill clean, you name it. It's the best ever. I think you can get, they're $10 a bottle, or you can, there's a 3-pack of them too that you can get. We have bundles for everything. Right now, everybody's bundling because they're keeping one for them and giving the rest for gifts. That way we just get all of our shopping done. All right, other cleaning products we've got is the all-purpose concentrate. So this one you have to do a little bit of work. You got to mix it with water. So this will make 6 16-ounce bottles. Dish soap, just clean your dishes with it. It works really good on grime. I put it in my little soap container from Target Dollar Bins. Bathroom cleaner for your soap scum. We also have Scentsy Fresh, which I love. It's sprayed on any linens or fabrics or anything like that, just to kind of freshen up those particular products. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, it is. And then last but not least, we do have our Scentsy Buddies, but I don't have any to show, but you can see them here in the catalog. These are really cute for gifts for kids, and they love them. They have a little zipper in the back. Our little scented sachets go right in them. These are also good too, y'all. Lingerie drawers in the bottoms of trash cans. I have a little basket where I keep my outdoor blankets. I totally threw in like 2 or 3 of these in that basket. So now all my blankets with Clean Breeze, it smells like I washed them fresh. No, I didn't. If y'all all come over to my house, you're gonna know you're with a dirty blanket. Not dirty, but I didn't freshly wash it. But they think I did. Car clips go right onto your vent if you need your car freshened up and smelling great. Car bar, this lasts up to 30 days, hangs on your little mirror. Scent circles, these I love. I think these don't last as long, you guys, especially in hot weather, but I'm gonna tell you something. I love these because you can get, I'll throw one in my car like once every month, even though the scent is only lasting probably 2 to 3 weeks. I really use this and my little, this. These are my 2 things in my car constantly, right here. But sometimes when I need an added fragrance or someone's getting in my car and I need something to smell good, I'll grab one of these. But I really love these. Every time I send a card to someone, whether it's, like, even if you own your own business and you're sending cards to whoever, it's so easy to fold the plastic underneath and clip this off. And you can add this to any card that you're sending to someone, a loved one, for any reason, and making just a regular greeting card extra with that little bit of something inside. So I have a lot of realtors and title companies that use this to add this to their mailings when I do the closing gifts and stuff. So that is something easy peasy, 6 of them for 15 bucks. And then we also have my husband's, one of his favorites, the travel tin. The more you open it, the stronger it is. Somebody didn't believe me that something was in here and they stuck their finger in it. See that? Yep. Now I use this for my demos to show y'all, look, there really is something there. And then last but not least, in our last 3 minutes, I have to share my absolute favorite. How many of you love walking up and down the aisle at the grocery store, unscrewing caps of detergent, and you're smelling them like crazy and people are staring at you? It's totally me. It's okay. I know we have our own little club. I'm obsessed with good smelling laundry, good smelling sheets and towels, my kids' clothes, all of my husband's, his uniforms. When he was in the Navy, his clothes would come back smelling terrible from the ship. And he had the best smelling uniform on board by far. So here is what I use. This is my detergent. Can you believe I can do 50 medium loads of laundry with this? 50. This is super concentrated, and you can do 2 pumps for a small, 3 pumps for a medium, and 4 pumps for a large load of laundry. And it gets it super clean. Very good stain fighter. This is where the magic happens. These are the scented crystals you put in the drum with the clothes. I usually do 2 to 3 scoops, depending on how crazy I am with my scent that day. And then the dryer discs, you get 2 per box of your choice of fragrance. Throw them in the dryer. Each disc will go about 10 to 15 loads per disc of just added fragrance. And for my fabric softener lovers, we still have you covered as well. This humongous bottle of our Scent Soft, which is our fabric softener as well. Well, we are at the top of the 30 minutes. Thank you guys so much for joining our 30-minute live. You can replay this at any time. Claim a number even after it's over to help Kelly get started on her business. It would really, really, really help her out a lot on meeting some new people and launching. Yes, car clips for the husband's truck. Yes, they are really good. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great night. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them on the page. Y'all have a blessed night. Bye-bye. You're welcome. Bye.
And that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh.
Are you sweating?
Sweating. It's so hot in my house. I think the AC stopped working halfway through that.
I sweat when I do them too, girl.
Oh no, like it is 97 degrees in my house.
That's a lie, but okay.
Oh no, I think the AC stopped working. I'm not joking.
They bought a portable one. Go get it.
All right. So yeah, I think she's already got people booking. So that's good.
Did people comment numbers?
Yep. We've got them coming in. So there were 17 people in the group, and I think 6 of them were live. 39 comments.
That's great.
Oh, yeah. Connie Acosta took number 8. Yep. So I don't have to rip it down now because it's not live.
Hey,
So, yeah.
will you tell us an idea of what you have in their envelope?
Yep. So let's pull number 8. Now you can't say the prize live because it's illegal.
Right.
What?
Right. Oh, she gets a free washer with. So it's a small bottle of washer with.
And you just get that like with the half off item or something?
Oh, yes, girl. All my stuff comes from the free and half price.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's important to also put like washer whiffs, right? Like bars of wax, I understand they're more cost effective, but like that's getting them to use a new product that they're most likely going to fall in love with, that they're going to want to reorder more of. So that's important to do when you do those types of giveaways, is things that they maybe would not try.
I also wanted to say, because I was just saying that before I did my first one, I was a nervous Nelly, thinking I had to have everything perfect. I had to have it look perfect. I was so glad to see Heather like reaching and grabbing, cords caught up. She didn't know if the price was right or not. She didn't know the name. Y'all saw that you don't have to have the catalog memorized. You don't have to have the perfect look. She was like, look, y'all, I might get this price right or wrong. I make it up.
So, yeah, and I usually don't.
How it looks.
Yeah. I usually tell them, I make up my own prices. I don't know. I have to reference catalog.
But I think that's good for us all to see that it doesn't have to look perfect. It's real life. When I first signed up, we had like 3 products. Of course, it was easy to know the names and prices.
Did y'all hear me sneak anything in?
I heard you had a brilliant segues. Everybody's getting these for gifts.
Did y'all catch it?
I like how you said everybody's buying the bundles. Keep one for yourself and then you're buying gifts.
I just made that up. Nobody's doing that.
I also really loved how you said some old warmers and I upgraded and then you threw the guarantee in. I was like, well, that was genius.
It didn't happen. But everybody says
I love that.
Old warmers. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And the realtor, I threw that in there because I'm like, oh, do these people own businesses, right? Like, I don't know if they own businesses or not.
Heather, someone asked, do you make sure they have a qualifying party to earn the prize?
100%. Yeah. If you are unsure the people have qualified, here's the problem. I've never had not a problem with qualifying parties anymore because I go in with expectations. It is a confidence that I am delivering when I am talking with them, as in my average party is $600. I'm setting the standard there. I'm not saying, yeah, a qualifying party is $200. Now I've just set the bar so low. She doesn't know what I do at parties. She doesn't know that I have 10 to 15 parties a month when I only have 2. They don't know us. They don't know how we run our business. How you deliver it and you say it is what they are going to believe. I don't give them a choice of saying, oh, are you going to hit the 200 or not? No, who else can we talk to? Are you inviting properly or what? How are you getting those people there? And yes, this was a real party. The girl is joining. She booked off of Christian's party and she is joining. Yes.
I had someone ask me, where do you find your parties? And so this was my response. I literally went to 2 of my closest friends and said, I have this new style of party and I'm a little anxious, I'm a little nervous and I'd love to try it out, but I want to try it out in a comfortable setting and you already love Cincy. What do we have to lose? So I started with that comfort zone and from there, I've literally booked from there. So if you don't know where else to start, just say, look, can you do me a favor? I got this new style I want to try out and I need to be with somebody I'm comfortable with. What do you have to lose? So that way you at least get and plus if they already love it, then you know that they'll be able to back up your post, engage a little bit. But if you have nowhere else to start, that's literally where I started.
And I'll be honest with you. In June, when I wanted to do this, I'm going to tell you right now, I said this next paycheck, I'm going to take 2 of my half price off items and I'm going to purchase 2 deluxe diffusers at half off. So I put my commission check back in and bought 2 of those, not knowing what the heck I was going to do with them.
Yeah.
Why am I doing that? Because Going into that first party that I did, I reached out privately and told the hostess, hey girl, if you get 3 people to book a party off of yours, this diffuser is free. Because what I needed was bookings. I didn't need sales. I need bookings to make this party so awesome that Kelly is like, I'm going to do this. Like what you just did and what in 30 minutes I can do. Anyone can do that.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to talk about the little video things too?
The what?
Remember how we were going to talk more about the little clips?
Oh yeah, because you don't have to do the 30-minute live. Remember how we talked a couple Thursdays ago and Melissa, we did the little 2-minute video clips?
Mm-hmm.
You can do those 2-minute video clips instead of a 30-minute live. Like Jen said, she does a bingo. There is no right or wrong way to do a party. It's whatever you feel comfortable with, but I will tell you the wrong way is just posting a whole bunch of images and never interacting with them. And the reason why I say wrong is because it's not going to be as successful as them seeing your face and connecting, period.
And I think even a combination, like I said this, I feel like I've already said this, but I don't know if I said it to y'all earlier or what, but like script for a better word, like knowing what you're going to talk about in the live. And if you feel like you don't have enough time to talk about everything, those could be your little 1-minute, 2-minute clips. Talk about the kids' products in a little clip that's a 1.5 minutes.
And it doesn't have to be as fast. Like mine is.
And then in your live, you're like, yeah. And then when you're in your live, you're like, okay, I don't have to stress because I've already covered this and this with my little video clips. I can tag people in them if they're curious, that sort of thing. So you could even do like a combination of both so that you don't have to put, because I know the last one I did, I was like, holy crap, it's already 30 minutes and there's so much I haven't covered. So I think I want to make a few little clips so that I can take that pressure off of that 30-minute live.
100%. And I don't do the 2-minute videos because I have it mastered to everything down in 30 because I've done 100 of these now. So it's totally your preference. There is no right or wrong way, really. Well, there is a wrong way, and that's just posting and letting everybody. You can go more than 30 minutes if you want, but I don't think you hold people's attention too much longer. I mean, like they were sitting at the bar. That's where they were at, and all the people at the bar was watching. Like, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, and I agree. If it goes too long, then you kind of start rambling, and then I start getting flustered, like, oh crap, what have I said? What have I not said? And so then I think you lose the excitement. So, yeah, I mean, Heather's got it mastered, and the only way we're all going to master it is just keep doing it, keep trying it. If you're afraid to go live, get over it.
Well, and here's the thing: when you're saying
they need to hear your excitement. They need to hear it.
They do. And when you're saying 30-minute live, make sure the hostess understands you're not asking them to go live.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
That it's you going live and they're only watching in their pajamas.
So someone said they have guests in many time zones, and that's my last party that I did. I'll tell you, I didn't have that many people on the live, but the great thing is it's there in the page. So even if they don't get to join it live, it's there. It's not a link you have to go and share. Yeah. It's in the group, so they can go and watch it at their convenience.
I just had someone in Texas, Arizona, and California all at this party that just watched. And if they're not on, they're going to go back and watch it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yep. This has seriously changed my excitement. I would much rather be doing this than setting up for events. Events are exhausting. I miss seeing the people, but this, y'all, I've cut up 3 different bars and made all my samples, so I'm sitting here. I love this. I could stay home.
Can I jump in real quick and just give a little bit of my advice?
Yes.
So yeah, you don't have to know everything, you guys. You just saw how candid Heather was. I have been to other direct sales party where the consultant is super serious and not fun. It is a party and it's supposed to be fun and lighthearted. And the more that you're real and authentic and you make mistakes and you say, oh, I don't know all the prices. I don't know all the prices. I don't think any of us can anymore. That makes you more relatable to the people who are watching. And so in the audience, just imagine yourself in the audience, and that consultant is super perfect and they're super poised and they don't really crack a smile and they know everything there is. The audience is like, oh, I can't, or I don't want to be like that. If you're fun, if you make mistakes, if you're like, oh my God, I don't know the name of this, let me look it up. You become more relatable and that audience starts thinking, yeah, I could totally do this. Like she just went live for 30 minutes and she just made, we'll say $250 and it was super fun and easy. So remember that. If you're nervous, I get it. I still get nervous all these years later. I have a script. that I kind of typed out. I went through the catalog. I just, I look at my display and I'm like, okay, what do I want to talk about in what order? And I kind of go through that as just a key, like to keep me on track, because sometimes we do get kind of excited or off track. It does not have to be perfect, you guys. I use the same kind of analogy Heather does about going down the grocery store aisle and sniffing laundry detergent, because it's true. I don't know anybody who doesn't do that. Again, making it more relatable to them. Just do it. I know that a lot of people aren't doing these parties because they're scared, or they're not sure where to start, or they're afraid they have to be perfect and know everything. You absolutely do not have to know everything or be perfect. You just need to do it. What I should have said earlier when I was talking about how the parties have changed for me, there are months where it's hard, like Kelly had mentioned, it's hard to, get those high sales, the 2,000 months. I always strive for that, but sometimes we miss our mark. Since we've started doing these parties, I haven't had a month under 3,000 because of Facebook parties. Some are more successful than others, but they're still parties. And when you get parties and you get more in front of people like we're doing with these parties here, more income, more PRV is generated on repeat orders and sales. So you're going to be doing parties, which is going to generate PRV, but then you're going to have customers who attended this party over here that need more laundry detergent. They might need more whiffs or wax, and then now they're ordering. So it's a constant increase. People never in the early days of Scentsy didn't really struggle for their, to reach 500 or 1,000 PRV because they were partying. Once we kind of got away from that party method a little bit, we got a little bit more complacent and we started doing individual orders. It became harder for people to reach their PRV goals. This is going to get us kind of back to our basics with a new spin on it. And that PRV goal that you have set for yourself, even if it's 500 or 1,000, 2,000, will become much easier. Your business will become more self-sufficient, so to speak, because those PRV numbers will just start to generate on their own. So there you go. Happy partying, my friends.
Yeah, I hope this has inspired you. I hope that you realize you don't have to have all the answers. I didn't even tell her how many milliliter bull corn, you don't need to know all that. They don't care. They're looking for stuff that smells good and looks pretty. You don't have to know all the details. All you got to be able to do is, hey, this is great in my car. I love this. Like, woo, okay, I'll buy one. That's all it is.
Well, I always think back to what drew you into Scentsy. Like, what was the thing? I mean, all you got to do is be like, look, guys, I'm not going to know all these processes perfectly, but I'm going to tell you how much I love this product. And room sprays is why I signed up. Flower Shop room spray is why I signed up. Okay. Like, all you got to do is just share that excitement. Even you don't have to have all of the perfectness at all. So just remember that it doesn't have to be a perfect setup. It does not have to be perfectly worded. You just got to get out there and do it, because your excitement is the contagious part. They're like, well, this girl has fun. She's liking what she's doing, and she wants her places to smell their best. So there's that.
Well, I think that, do we have any last questions? I see the chat here. We've kind of hit a lot of them, but I think that hopefully you guys are ready to go out and party after these last several weeks of doing all the things, right? Seeing us do all the things, the party packs, how all of that. We've posted a lot of links here in the chat, and I will, it allowed me to save. So I will have the chat as well with all of those links that we can also add with the recording. Of course, if you have any questions or topics you guys want us to cover in the future, let us know. And ladies, any last words before we close it out for the night?
Yes, we asked you what products you had at home, because that's where you can start making samples with those. No need to go buy anything. You have products under your counter or a 6-pack of bars. They don't know what they're supposed to be getting. There's zero expectations with these bags. So if it is a piece of paper with a rub and smell sticker and your business card, they'd be happy with it. It doesn't matter. They don't know what's coming, right? So just keep that in mind. And like Jen said, that was the most important part of her parties of the results, was the sample packs. Every single one of us has been to other direct sale parties. They're not sending sample packs ahead of time and having this structured of a, get this and try this before I see you here. They're not doing that. How are you setting yourself apart? How are you making your business different from every other company on the block?
Love it.
That's what you have to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
What a great call. Thank you, Heather, for sharing that with us.
Yeah, I hope y'all got something out of it. And this girl will be joining hopefully in the next couple of days.
Awesome.
And remember, if nothing changes, nothing changes.
Right.
Thank you, everyone, for spending your evening with us again. We do love spending time with you guys, for sure.
And we want to hear all about your successful Facebook parties.
Amen.
Jen, you got anything, baby? We're quiet up there.
I know. I'm just so excited. I can't wait. Like, I just get so excited watching that. How many notes did you guys take? I took so many notes. And a lot of it was just fun stuff because I'm like, I wish I could say that like Heather. She's so good like that. But yes, honestly, just do it. You have nothing to lose. You can't fail unless you quit.
Oh, good one. That's very true, Jen.
Wow, that gave me goosebumps.
Yep.
You can't fail unless you quit. That is so good. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, I'm writing it down too.
Put it on a t-shirt. And then I'm going to have Jen Audette sign it.
That's the truth.
I did.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate your time.
Bye, y'all.
Fail unless you quit.
Thank you.